Hi, my name's Julie. I'm a blogger at Julie Measures, and today Josh and I are going to do a DIY, a do-it-yourself unicorn lamp. You might have noticed that unicorns are fairly popular lately. So I've just got a standard lamp base and a plastic horse, and we're going to turn it into a unicorn and make a do-it-yourself unicorn lamp. So Josh is going to help me with some of the power tools today.
Okay, what are we doing first?
So first we're going to drill a hole into our horse to make space so it can fit around the base of our lamp.
Okay, so I got my drill here. This is a 5/8 inch bit, and it'll be a tight fit, but it should work. And I'm just going to do this by hand, and you got to be real careful so that it's straight up and down. Let's see, that might be easier. Let's see. I don't know how hard it's going to be to drill this plastic. Woo. Be careful. You might want to wear gloves. All right.
Pull all the bits and pieces out.
Yeah. It goes all the way through, so I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Hole.
A hole. Yes. Okay, then we're going to make a cut so that it can fit around the base without having to cut a bunch of wires.
Yeah, if you're able to take the wires off of the top of your lamp, you can feed the wire through, but we're not. So we're going to have to cut a notch in this horse so that we'll wrap it around the wire and the pole. So I just have a hacksaw here with a good blade, and I try to make this cut from the top hole to the bottom hole and see how straight my hole is.
So my thought of having the horse go around the pole is so that then you're not tempted to, if it was just on the base, I think it would be easy to just pull it off and run around with it. But if it's actually attached to the lamp.
You want to help me?
Yep.
Hold its head. Okay. You could always cut this in half if you can't get it around, but hopefully just do it like that. You won't have a seam.
At least on one side of it.
At least on one side.
Okay.
So, want to do a test fit?
There? Yeah.
So let's see. You gotta. Oh man. These things are not meant to.
Yeah, bend. Some stiff plastic.
Wow. So. It's good because it's hot in our workshop. I bet if you heated this plastic up, it would get a lot softer. Oh yeah.
There you go.
It doesn't totally close up, but we'll put some glue and nice and straight.
Okay, so are we gonna paint him on the base?
No, we'll take him off.
Okay.
So after all that, we're gonna take him off. Yeah, and remember that the saw has a thickness. It's called a kerf, but so you'll never be able to actually push that together, and really to go back the exact way it came, there's going to be a little bit of a gap because of the thickness of the saw. So.
Okay, so let's paint him. So I thought he's a unicorn, so he needs to be pretty. So we're going to do a gold finish on him. I'm going to get some gloves.
Yeah, we need gloves for this. So we're going to metalize this, is what we call it. And this is a bronze stand, and we're going to kind of make this bronzy. And the best way is to use a wax metalizer. And if you've never used this before, this is basically carnauba wax, the same stuff you'd wax your car with, just with real metal flakes mixed in. And we rub it on, and the wax hardens, and you are then able to polish it just like you would real metal, and it looks, it's the best metal look you can get. It's better than metal spray paint, better than metal model paint, and you can get it at your hobby store. So wax metalizer.
Okay.
But we do use gloves.
And this is my first time to use this, so I'm getting a bit of a lesson.
Yeah, let's see. So what you want something to put it on first, because this is applied with a rag in kind of a dry brush fashion, like a palette or something. Okay, so we got a clean board that we can use as like a palette. And we just squeeze it out a little bit. We may use more than that because we're going to completely cover this horse. And here, you take this and just wrap it around your finger.
Okay.
And dab it in the edge. Just get a little bit. Does it matter if
there's any creases or anything?
No, not for this.
Okay.
Depends on how much detail you're doing, but we're just covering the whole
thing.
thing.
More?
Yeah, kind of wipe it on the board. No, and then like the edge, because you don't want it so heavy on your finger. You're trying to wipe most of it off your finger.
Okay. Less than that?
Less than that. Okay, and now you just go and you rub it everywhere on the horse that you want it.
Okay.
You could also start by painting the horse black, but this is the secret ingredient that they use to make frames look like they were made out of gold without using gold leaf.
Okay, so how do I know when I need more?
It's kind of up to you.
Like, that's not
really.
Yeah,
it's not really rubbing, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Notice the tail's black, and if you put it on, it only gets on the top. It doesn't get down in the grooves. So it starts looking like it's a bronze sculpture where the outside's rubbed and the inside's still dark. It's kind of cool.
Okay. I'm kind of getting that on its legs, too, that are darker.
Yeah. So you don't necessarily want to push it into every crack and crevice.
But if I want this more covered, I can.
Yeah.
Do I need to avoid anything, or just...
I think in this case we're covering the whole thing.
Yes, I mean, I want him all gold. It's got to be a unicorn.
Yeah. We're kind of making him look like he's a bronze sculpture of a unicorn on a bronze lamp. Now, you could use cloth. I'm using shop towels. Shop towels last longer than paper towels, but they will eventually wear a hole, and then you'll notice that you're actually rubbing with your glove. So you have to constantly move the paper, yeah.
Okay.
And that's okay, that's why we wear the gloves, but then, you'll leave fingerprints afterwards.
It's okay if I set it down?
Yeah. It does dry, but I mean, think about waxing your car, how long it takes for the wax to dry in your car. It's only like 20 minutes. And if it's hot, like it is in our shop, it's faster than that even, so.
Okay. I'm making another hole.
Yeah, you're probably putting too much on the rag.
Okay.
And not getting enough from the rag onto the horse. Yeah. Go real light, too. Like, don't push real hard.
Okay.
If we need to get a brush and go back.
For some of these details?
Some of the white, because you don't want white underneath. Like I said, it could be good. A darker horse, if you're going to use a metalizer like this, the darker the color, the better, the underneath. And the stuff that you've already put on, you can also like push around sometimes.
What do you mean? That's on the horse that I can move around?
Yeah, because it's not exactly like paint.
Mm.
So like swirl it like you're waxing a car. Have you ever waxed a car?
He says that like I've waxed a car. I have not waxed a car.
Remember, it's not paint. It's
okay.
Yeah. So just dab it on, so that you're not getting it. Yeah. It's better to get just a little bit and go back a lot to the well than it is to waste it on your brush or on your finger. Yeah.
Where the writing is a little bit. There's a few grooves that are a little bit tricky here.
Yeah.
You're jumping in to help me.
Yeah, it is hard. See, I'm making kind of real big.
Yeah, movements.
So that it's spreading it out and kind of buffing it at the same time. You know what? We're going to probably need to get a little bit more into some of those crevices around the head. So for this, I will use a really cheap brush. So cheap that the bristles fell out.
That's good. There's a bunch of them over there.
Yeah. So ordinarily, like, I try not to get it in the crevices because I've got a base coat that I want to show through, but in this case, we don't want that white to show through so much. Notice I'm not putting it where it's black, like on the mane, because I don't want the black to be covered up.
And some of that is going to get painted later too. Since he's a unicorn, he's got to be a little colorful.
Yeah. Spread them all around. We'll get out the rags again and
buff them up.
yeah. So just kind of rub all over.
With a clean part of my rag?
Yeah. I'm going to use my rag to wipe the sweat off.
Okay. How's he looking?
I don't know, pretty good, what do you think?
I like it. So are we waiting a little bit before he gets a coat of paint, or?
No, I think it's such a thin layer that it dries pretty quick.
Okay. Whoa.
Especially if we keep our gloves on to keep from getting fingerprints in it.
So, he's nice and gold and covered. So we can paint him.
Alright. Thing you always forget, make sure you clean your palette off too, so you can use it again. Alright.
Okay, so he's going to get a little bit of a, I don't know what color this is, a tealish color.
Yeah, so this is latex paint. It's not latex. I'm sorry. I always call it that because the name brand of this is Liquitex. But this is an acrylic paint, a real acrylic paint. And acrylic will stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no more close-ups. So, acrylic is water-based, so make sure you have your water and your brush. And we're just going to squirt this right out onto our palette here. And I'm not sure what Julie wants to paint, so I'll let her paint.
We're painting his mane and his tail. More than that? Is that good?
Yeah, that's plenty.
Okay.
I would do a dry brush here, real dry, to go
Okay.
over the top of it, but yeah. So, you got to get it wet, but
Dry it off some.
yeah, see it's a little wet. And then, kind of what we did with the gold, put some on your paint and then wipe most of it off. Yeah.
Okay. Now I can paint him.
Yeah, real light. Where you want.
Okay. I want his tail. The hair. His tail and his mane. He just needs some bright color.
I like this aqua with that because it almost looks like it's the metal is corroding, but only in the spots you wanted it to. Like we did a strategic acid wash.
Trying to get his tail without painting his legs. Right up to the top. They're just kind of cool with like a little bit of the gold peeking through and some of the black. Okay. Look how pretty he looks. Okay, now we'll do his mane.
A little bit tougher.
A little bit, yeah.
There's a lot more detail there.
So I'm going to start on the side where it is kind of folded over, and
That's where a dry brush helps because you just go over the top of it and you know you're not going to get over.
so I'm kind of placing it along the edge and then going over to the side where most of the hair is. I'm not really worried if I go outside where it's supposed to be. Because yeah, it's just real light. Around his ears.
For something like this, it's easier to go back with more paint than it is to get too much on to begin with.
Okay. So now I can even just kind of on the side.
Yeah, kind of use the side of the brush and just kind of.
Oh, I just want to follow, yeah, some of these strands that are further down. Wild hair. I know all about wild hair, that's why mine's back in ponytail to be outside working. Alright. I think I've got most of them on this side. Kind of going over some of the spots where you can tell there's like layers, and so it would be thicker.
Yeah, acrylic paint, a good acrylic paint is actually kind of quite transparent. So a couple of coats if you want to get it darker. Don't try to get it all in one coat if the gold shines through and you don't want to.
So now I'm just going down the little bit of mane that's on this side.
Get a little bit between the ears.
Yeah. I'm getting some on his ear.
Yeah, it's easy to rub off before it dries. Okay.
Swept around his ear. Okay. I'm just kind of adding on, thickening up parts of it where I don't want it to show through.
I would suggest letting the black show through, just not any white.
Okay. Oh, I missed the on the very top of his tail. Only because you could see grooves where it was supposed to be part of his tail. And it wasn't fully painted. Okay.
All right. So that acrylic will take a little while to dry, but not too long.
Okay, we need to clean up our palette too.
Yeah. So there we go. All right, what's next?
So he's a unicorn, so he needs a horn. So I'm going to lose my gloves. And I have some pre-made, but I also wanted to show you. I'm using, this is just a clay sculpt in a bright pink, because I thought that's going to look good with the gold and the teal that we've got. So, break off a couple pieces for his horn. I guess I shouldn't touch it. He's probably still wet.
That's what gloves are good for. You can touch it before.
Yes.
You can touch it with the gloves before you can with your bare fingers.
I just took it off so I could do this clay. So basically I'm rolling out 2 pieces of this oven baked clay. And just making 2 like snakes that I can then twist together. So yeah, so I've got 2. I made one kind of thicker than the other, and then I just twist them together and kind of pinch the top and then see like how long I want his horn to be. I'm going to kind of coil up the bottom and make it more into a horn shape. So it'd go like that. And then that goes in the oven, and you can just bake it, whatever, according to the directions on your clay. And then here's a couple that I already baked, and they're nice and hard, so that he can get a...
We're going to use cyanoacrylate glue, or commonly known as super glue, which is great for plastics. Bonds quickly, holds pretty strongly. All right. It's not fully bonded, but it'll cure real quick.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
I wanted to grab this. This isn't the exact horse we started with, but it's a similar one. I mean, to take it from a horse to a unicorn.
Yeah, a colorful unicorn. Something you see in The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty fun, and it didn't use a whole lot of supplies.
Yeah. So then we would just, when this is all nice and dry, put it back on the lamp and put a shade on, and you're done.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take the lamp apart this way.
Yes.
So, you know.
Less electronics.
Yeah. So there you go.
Wiring. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. Make sure to, you know, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Leave a comment.
If you want more crafts like this, come visit me at Julie Measures. I've got lots of DIY crafts as well
Link
as
below.
knitting and crochet patterns and all that kind of good stuff. So, and recipes. I like food. So there's recipes. Okay. See you guys later. Have fun.
Okay. Then we'll put it together, take pictures, and put that at the end of the video.
Okay. So I need to go out and buy another horse.